If you've ever asked an AI to write you a blog post or create a YouTube script for insert topic, what you got back? Probably stank. You're probably like, ew. Now, personally, as a lifelong lover of writing and reading, and through my years of experience as a marketing copywriter, I can definitely spot AI writing a cursor away. But the reality is, it's not going anywhere, and more people are using it. So, what can we do to make the writing that we're getting from AI better? In this video, I'm going to be sharing some tips from my own experiences, plus from some experts who are a lot better at AI than I am currently. And it's all designed to help make the AI writing outputs that we get suck less. I'm Denise Renee, a business book writing coach and manuscript editor. I can help you write a book that shares your experience or expertise and grows your personal or business brand. This video is one piece of that puzzle, so let's jump in. Hey writers! So in this video, I'm going to cover how better inputs will equal better outputs, what to do to infuse more humanity and emotion into the outputs, and different tools that you might want to consider playing around with that might just do the trick. Now, I have to start off by saying I am not in any way, shape, or form any type of expert on AI or AI writing. I am very much a student. What I might claim expert status on is I've definitely been a professional writer since 1999. I've written in such a wide variety of applications, I've probably lost count, but I've definitely done freelance website writing, freelance music and entertainment journalism, corporate copywriting, corporate communications, blogging, as well as using those same skills for small businesses and solo entrepreneurs. And then I've been fiction writing since I was about 8 or 9 years old, have a degree in it, and used to teach English. I spent some time ghostwriting for business owners, and now I help them do their own writing for their books, as well as provide manuscript editing. Real quick, don't just watch this video about writing a book, get working on yours today. Head over to writingwithdeniserenee.com/4steps and download my free guide, 4 Steps to Start Writing Your Book. In it, you're going to find practical tips and exercises that'll get you moving right now and keep you going until you finish your first draft. That's writingwithdeniserenee.com/4 steps. Okay, let's get back into this video. I can't tell you how many times I'm constantly seeing, write your book with AI, write your book in 2 days, or there's so many different programs out there that tell you to use an AI software like ChatGPT to help you write your book. But what people are getting back, it's not that great. And by the time that you spend so much time learning how to prompt engineer or tweak everything that you get, it almost feels like you might as well just go ahead and write the book from scratch yourself. But I understand and I recognize how valuable a tool it is in so many different applications throughout the writing process that it'd be dumb of me to ignore it. So right now, I'm very much a student of learning how to better use AI for writing purposes. As a collaborative partner, as an editing partner, as a brainstorming partner, all of the things within the writing process. So in my limited experiences, I definitely know that you get out what you put in. So I think that's the best first place to start. What are you asking your generative AI? How are you asking it? So, for example, today is March 5th, and I just came up with the idea for this video right before I went out to lunch with a friend. I wanted to pull something together really quickly because I have a series of videos that I have scripted, but I just haven't had time to record them yet. So I was like, I want to get something out this week really quick. And so I did a quick Google search. I came across a few articles this morning and I was like, oh, okay, I'd love to talk about this and bring these articles to everyone's attention. So I used the voice notes on my phone, spit out a couple of quick ideas, uploaded it to my transcript service, and had lunch. I came back home and took that transcript and threw it into ChatGPT. In the past, I would have asked ChatGPT to create an outline for me from this transcript, and I could have gotten anything back. But I've learned to, at the very least, be a bit more specific and more detailed. So this is what I actually wound up asking ChatGPT to do for me today. I asked, Using the words of the following transcript, please create a detailed outline of a YouTube video for me. Please include the title, the three major points, and the subpoints under each. So in the transcript, I knew that I said what the title would be, and I knew that I had said what the three major points would be. And it did a pretty good job. It did exactly what I asked it to do. I've learned to be more specific and a little bit more detailed in my requests, and I get better results. Now, I know this isn't, a huge earth-shattering use case, but it does go to show if you change the input, you're going to get a different output. The second thing is you're going to have to tweak the outputs that you get. You can, I can tell when somebody asks ChatGPT or another AI to do something for them and they just put it out there and didn't change anything. And one of the ways that I can always tell AI writing is because it sounds, well, a little robotic, definitely repetitive, and it feels sometimes like it's really repulsive to any kind of human interaction. A lot of times it's very humorless, it's very bland, it's very tasteless, it's very emotionless. And that is something that we have to do. We have to re-infuse humanity and emotions back into the writing that we get back from our AI tool. So very serendipitously, I opened up my phone to a notification on LinkedIn from one of my personal favorite copywriters to learn from, Bly. And this is what he published today. Empathy maps can add human feelings to AI copy. Now, when I first started out as a copywriter back in, I think it was like 2011, 2012, and I started taking courses, Bly is one of the first people I learned from. I bought so many of his courses, and I still have many of his ebooks in my binders in my office. And I refer to them still from time to time. So if you want somebody to learn from, he's published well over 100 books. Bly is the dude to talk to you about copywriting and writing, especially for writing in business. So here are his thoughts on this topic. I recently saw an Etsy TV commercial that began with this question: what does a robot know about love? Which made me immediately think, well then, what does ChatGPT know about love? If your answer is the same as mine, absolutely nothing, then doesn't that make ChatGPT a questionable tool for writing in which emotion is a key to success, whether a sonnet, a novel, or an ad for engagement rings? Answer: ChatGPT is good at certain things. It finds facts and writes content fast. The result is competent content, but not sparkling or scintillating copy. Often, the copy ChatGPT churns out is flat, even dull, and lifeless. What's missing, in large part, is that it has no heart or emotion. And that's what makes it very easy to spot a lot of AI writing that has not been edited and infused with emotion. It's just emotion. Sorry, I got a song for everything. Okay, let's get back. Solution: let ChatGPT write its emotionless first draft. Then you can edit what ChatGPT has written, something I'm always advocating for, using your own mind and feelings to make it more emotional. That's why you can't just publish whatever it gives you. A good tool for adding emotion to AI-generated copy is the empathy map, invented by top copywriter Nick Usborne. Nick Usborne is another person that I came across a lot in my time when I was really studying a lot of copywriting through AWAI. So empathy maps are divided into 4 quadrants. In the first quadrant, you capture what people say, direct quotes, testimonials, or statements from users about their experiences. The second quadrant captures what people think during their interaction with the product or service, but might not express openly. The third quadrant captures what people do, their actions and behaviors in relation to the product or service. The fourth quadrant captures emotions, what people are feeling, identifying the user's emotional responses, both positive and negative. Empathy maps serve as a foundational step towards connecting with the needs and emotions of the prospect your copy is targeting, says Nick Usborne. This is the information you need before you sit down and start writing. Now, of course, they're talking very specifically about writing copy for clients, for a product, for services, but this also includes writing a book. Even if you are sharing your own personal stories or your expertise, or you're writing a how to book, you still want to infuse human emotions. Including stories is a great way to do so. Everything doesn't have to be so sterile, because if it's not interesting, exciting, or engaging, people are just not going to read your book. And you don't want that. You don't want to put all this time and effort and energy into something and people are not really receiving it or responding to it in the way that you need them to. Now, there are definitely people who are 100% dead set against using AI in any capacity in writing because they're just staunch traditionalists about writing. And I get their point, but I just feel like ignoring AI is not going to make it go away. People are using it, so we may as well learn. So if you don't take anything away else from this video, please take this particular point away. And that is, you have to edit, massage, and infuse yourself and your personality into whatever the AI tool gives back to you. Like I said, I am very much a student of AI and how to use it in a writing context. I'd love to know, what are some of your questions that you have? Because I might have the same, and researching your questions are going to help me learn, and I'll be happy to come back with another video and share. So if there's a topic concerning AI writing that you'd love for me to talk about, let me know down in the comments. Now, when it comes to generative AI tools, of course, ChatGPT has been enjoying a lot of publicity and almost a monopoly here since it first launched to the public in the middle of the pandemic. But now it definitely has some competition. The most buzzed about one right now is DeepSeek. Now, just because a tool is popular doesn't mean it's going to be the right tool for you or for the applications that you're looking for it to help you out with. And that brings me to my third point, which is maybe a different tool might just do the trick for you. Now, I know that you can train ChatGPT and you can pay for different levels and get different access. So that might be an option for you. And to that point, I also came across this article this morning on Apple News. So in this article, they're exploring whether or not ChatGPT 4.5 is really effective for creative writing, or are you just wasting your money? I'm really glad that they included a TLDR section, which means too long, didn't read. And in their first point here, they really highlight that ChatGPT 4.5 kind of struggles with creative writing tasks. A lot of times, what it's producing is vague, repetitive, and uninspired outputs, and it sometimes is underperforming against other tools. Now, I will say I do have a friend, her name is Kendra Corman, and I'm not going to lie right now, I'm learning AI from her. One way is through her book, Mastering AI in Communications. This is not sponsored. I'm just telling you some of the things that I'm doing to learning. And I also just recently bought her course. I've been a little bit busy and hectic. I haven't dived into it yet, but I will be diving into it. And my girl Kendra absolutely loves Claude. I've tried it out a couple of times. In fact, I actually took the same prompt that I put into ChatGPT into Claude and also into Google's Gemini. I liked it when it first came out and it was called Bard, but I haven't really been feeling it so much. And what I'll do is, sometimes when I do bring a task to a generative AI tool, I'll put it in all three. I'll see the different outputs that I get, and then I'll either pick the best one, or I might cherry pick from each because each of them might bring out something that I didn't think about before. In the case of doing this particular video, ChatGPT actually won out. It did exactly what I wanted it to do because I just wanted some bullet points based on what I had said in my audio recording, because I knew I'd be able to like riff off of that and talk to camera in a nice, easygoing, conversational way, which is the way I prefer to do my videos. I just like to have a quick outline. I know the major points that I wanted to say, but I don't like to try to script out every single word. That doesn't work for me. But that's what I want to bring forward to you here. You never know which version of something is going to bring out something different. And it's going to spark different ideas. And I will say, I do like that about using AI as a creative partner, or helping to edit, or helping to create a summary of something, especially working with my transcripts. It really helps me to make scripts for videos super fast. So switch up your tools, try different things out, see which one makes most sense for you, and go from there. I will say that I have noticed that while I have not fed any specific information into ChatGPT about me, it has picked up what it is that I do based on the different questions that I ask. And I have seen it give me some responses on some things that are like oddly specific to me and what I do. And I'm like, you been listening? Okay, Joe. So try these tips out, see how they work for you. Let me know your experiences down in the comments. And you most certainly can take these tips and put them into your process for writing your book. And speaking of writing a book, go ahead and check out one of these videos that are going to help you in your book writing process. Click on it now, and I'll see you on the other side.